Look my face. I'm smiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Now
yeah. I can see that, man.
Madrid is coping though without Vinicius so far. They've been doing obviously
It's
when he comes
great.
back,
That's
it's good. That space is open still. I mean, it's not like whoever they put Jose is not going to replace Vinicius, obviously.
No.
But now my question is though, because everything surrounding Jude is Vinicius. I mean, not Vinicius. I'm sorry. Is Mbappe still
Ah,
somebody that
a
they're
target.
looking for? Yeah, still a target. I mean, they're not the
it's
same position. They can play together still,
always gonna be a target because
but you I know. But let me.
we know if Mbappe come to Madrid, they're gonna make them a lot of money.
But let me ask you though that you're a Real Madrid fan.
But
How do you
as a
feel as a
fan,
how do you feel as a fan of the things that Mbappe has been doing?
I'm
Outside
talking
of the pitch,
for
right?
Yeah,
yeah. That's what I'm thinking. About 80% of the people that follow Real Madrid, let's put like 20% because of the Pareto law, but 80% will tell you we don't want Mbappe here. We think Mbappe gonna
Really?
break.
wow,
Yeah, but why?
this is going
Not
on
because
YouTube.
of his football, not because of his level of football. Because if is his level of football, eh, eh, everybody wants Mbappe.
Of
Right,
course.
His personality, what he's showing us, is not good. Is what it's showing us. Look what happened with PSG and all these big players. They won the match yesterday, but was not a great match. And before they lost against was against the Lens. They lost the match against Lens. So what can we expect? And from Mbappe. But I'm telling you something. It's the same with Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know if you guys
Right.
remember when Ronaldo wanted to come to Real Madrid, and with Ronaldo was easier, but still people had their doubts. But this is Madrid. Madrid is not about the players. Madrid is about the that
Constitution.
logo, that institution. And in the moment, if Mbappe comes and put the T-shirt, that white T-shirt, he became Real Madrid, and everybody, even the ones, including me, that we don't want him here, we're gonna support him. And we're gonna scream and we're gonna want him to make goals because at the end Real Madrid is about titles. If we don't, if we he lead us to get titles, he will be loved. It's like Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale didn't have that personality, the great personality. He wasn't the great guy, but while he bring us titles, everybody was like, "Oh, Gareth
right.
Bale." In the moment he stopped doing that, hey, go away, go away. That I
There's another
remember
point.
Baran. Sorry, just to close. I remember
Yeah, yeah.
Baran saying in the one day when he moved to Manchester United, I didn't know how different it was because in Real Madrid we just won a Champions League, and some people around us were telling us instead of congratulations, okay, for the next one.
Now go ahead,
All right.
TK.
Yep, yep. That's big team mentality. But there's another thing that I wanted to mention in the Mbappe conversation, which is he plays for PSG. A lot of people forget that PSG are. I'm sorry, but they're nobodies in football. They're not a big team. Nobody can like none of these big teams consider them a big team. And so obviously when we saw what happened when they signed Neymar, when they signed, when they signed Mbappe himself, the way they put players before the institution tells you all you need to know about the club. When Mbappe or whoever it is, Messi, Ronaldo, whoever it could be, like doesn't matter who the player is, when they come into a Real Madrid team or a Barcelona or even like a big city, United team or Liverpool, they know they're not playing for PSG. They know the club and the institution and the fans and the fan base is way bigger than their own egos. And so they fall in line, and usually it works out. We've seen it happen time and time again in different teams around the world. Bayern as well is one of those big,
Yep.
big dogs. So I feel like, of course, one could be worried about his behaviors and outside of football, but we've seen it in Barcelona with Neymar, for instance. Like when he came to Barcelona, he was doing his thing, wasn't partying as much, wasn't getting injured as much. The moment he signed for PSG, he was a different player. He was doing it, partying all the time, going out, going to Brazil mid-season. Because he didn't respect the institution, because it's not, there were no consequences there. So I believe, I know you probably said like you wouldn't want him in Madrid. I think if he came to Madrid, he would, feel the weight of that jersey, that white jersey, and he'd probably like get his shenanigans sorted and get in line, because you're not playing for PSG anymore, man.